Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chrissy, known as Chrislyn Tashara here on YouTube, and in today's video we will be decorating my TV stand for Christmas. I absolutely love this TV stand. I will link it down below if you're interested in getting this or something similar to it. So I started this project by pulling out anything that I had that I could utilize to decorate the space. I've realized that I really gravitate towards greenery during the holidays. I feel like it makes a big impact in the space by creating this neutral base that I can reuse year after year. So even if I were to choose to go with a different theme or a different direction, having that set of greenery allows me the flexibility I need to only have to make minor changes to the way that I decorate. I ended up thinking outside of the box a little bit this year and pulled out these paper garlands that I got from Hobby Lobby out of the party section. I also want to say everything doesn't have to be perfect, which is kind of the complete opposite of my personality. When I do things, I like to have a purpose. I want everything to look exactly how I envision it. And so like I had these mercury glass tea light candle holders with this little ugly glittery thing on there, and honestly I could use alcohol or something to remove it, but it wasn't necessarily the shape that I loved, but it would work. I also didn't love that glittery house either, but I have to say once I put it in the TV stand, all of it came together really nicely. So if you've ever tried to decorate open shelving or a TV stand like this, then you would probably agree that it's a lot more challenging than it looks. It's definitely more than just plopping down items that you like together on a shelf. You've got to figure out the balance in making it look symmetrical without it being too orderly. And it just really takes a special song and dance to pull it off in a way that looks like you didn't make any effort at all. So one thing that I'm keeping in mind as I'm decorating this that you cannot see is that what I have two sets of. So I have two sets of these tall white candle pillars with the mini wreath wrapped around the bottom, as well as having multiple sets of books that I plan on using more than once in this TV stand. And so I know that if I used this tall white candle pillar on the right hand side here, that when I go to decorate the left side of the TV stand, I want to put the other white candle on that side, but maybe somewhere opposite, probably like the bottom left hand corner. You also see I play around with the orientation of what's going in this top left hand corner. I started with those mini houses, and it didn't make sense to have mini houses on top and then this church down at the bottom, so I went ahead and removed those and put these miniature snowman, and then kind of balanced something in the bottom right hand corner as well. It's also important not to forget to, if you're decorating a closed cabinet like this, to continually shut the doors and look at the orientation. Take a step back, look at the orientation from afar, and see if everything is centered within the like glass window panes. Oh my gosh, somebody please tell me to take the tags off of this stuff. You would think the way that there are tags left on these items left and right that I just recently purchased all of this stuff, and it's not. It's a thing that I do, and I don't quite know why. That candle probably still has the tag left on the bottom. You know, I'm saying that I don't know why I do it, but I would imagine realistically it's probably because I have a hard time committing, especially to home decor, and it makes me feel like I have the opportunity to take it back. Like if I didn't remove the tag off, if I didn't take the sticker off, I can still take it back to the store. But most of this stuff is like 2, 3, 4 years old. Yeah, so we're not going to talk about the tag that's left on this garland as well, but this garland I got this year from Home Goods, and I don't remember the name of it. It's escaping me at the moment. But they had quite a few of them this year, and although it was really pretty, it was the Real Touch garland. It was really pretty, but it was kind of thin for this TV stand, so I went ahead and added this paper garland and kind of just weaved it through to add a little bit of volume. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling. So I also added these picks that I purchased in a package of I think like 20 or 24 or something like that from Amazon. These again look very, I don't want to say inexpensive. They don't look real, but my initial use for this in the paper garland was to decorate a grazing table that I did for my sister-in-law's baby shower a few years ago. I'll insert pictures here. So when it came to this end of the garland, I really wanted to focus on making it look full and lush. When you walk into our front door, this side of the TV stand and the Christmas tree are the first things that you see, and I wanted it to look as though it was intentionally styled from that point of view. I added these stems with these juniper berries to the base of the garland to add a little bit more fullness. I wanted from this angle the garland to kind of taper off into a point. It was also important that I bring some elements to the garland from the Christmas tree. Off camera, I played around with adding some of the roses, and I felt like it was a little busy. I'm always going to lean a little bit more minimalistic in my design style, and it was intentional for me to make it look like the garland went with the Christmas tree without fully matching. I didn't want it to give this I picked it up at the store as a set kind of vibe. And if you look at any of the design choices that I've made in my downstairs living room, you notice that that applies for all of my furniture choices as well. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas time.